Tim is someone who says he speaks like everyone else, but that's not working for the campaign. It's unclear whether Walz's verbal errors will undercut his credibility with voters, but the need to continually clean up those claims could politically hurt Walz and Harris, who are locked in a tight race. Walz sought to clean up the debate, and it was terrible. Tim Walz is in trouble with the Kamala campaign. Even Politico is admitting that Tim is someone who says he speaks like everyone else, but guess what, Tim? That's not working for the campaign. That's not going to work for us. Key members of Harris's circle weren't even aware of Walz's inaccurate statements. Inaccurate, you mean lies? Until they became public despite their vetting process. Timbo having a hard time. Tim Walz has a problem misspeaking. Look, if you misspeak, well, let's see where they say. I mean, is this a euphemism for lying? Let's see. Now, since being tapped as Kamala Harris's running mate, the folksy, plain-speaking Minnesota governor has had to explain a growing number of inaccurate statements. At times, embellishments about his past. They range from comments about his military service to his visit to Hong Kong more than decades ago to clarifying he didn't use IVF. Lie. It's unclear whether Walz's verbal errors will undercut his credibility with voters, but the need to continually clean up those claims could politically hurt Walz and Harris, who are locked in a tight race. And in some cases, key members of Harris's circle weren't even aware of the inaccurate statements until they became public, despite the vetting process, according to 4 people familiar with the conversations who were granted anonymity. 4 leakers from Kamala's people? Woo! Anytime you're forced to go off message is never welcome, and he really fumbled that with the Tiananmen Square question at the debate. But in the end, voters are looking for somebody who's more concerned about what these candidates are going to do to improve their lives versus did he get every single fact correct. No, but we already think our politicians are liars and dishonest. And so if you're openly, basically on the record with multiple clear lies, that's a concern because he would be number 2 after Kamala. And it's hard to envision that when somebody is just making up crap. Like literally, no, I was in Tiananmen Square. And you can say, hey, Trump's not like necessarily like a facts guy, right? I've heard that said. And I agree with that. Trump talks in a lot of, emotion and broad power language. Facts type stuff is more of a JD purview, right? He comes out, talks facts, very calm, kind of, methodical. It's almost like a dinner table conversation, talking policy, the policy wonk. So I understand that. But Trump's language is not as delineated as this. I was in there during the Tiananmen Square protest in 1989. Fact check, no, you were not, right? I used IVF, printed on a card, says Tim Walz. Fact check, no, you were not. It's a totally different category. Like these are lies. Most politicians, I think, can get away with talking in broad strokes, but these are specific lies after lies after lies. Walz over the years had said publicly that he had been in Hong Kong and he hadn't been. But on Tuesday during the debate, he awkwardly responded, all I said on this is I got there that summer. I'm a knucklehead at times. What does that mean? Like you're just joking? Conceding he misspoke. Then Walz sought to clean up the debate and it was terrible. He says, yeah, look, I have my dates wrong. I was in Hong Kong, China, 1989. And I speak like everybody else speaks. I need to be clear. That's not how we speak. We don't make up crap out of nowhere. Tim, don't call us liars because you're a liar. Candidates running for higher office have long embellished their records or personal histories. Yeah, that's true. President Joe has long been known to overstate. Well, he's a liar too. He's a plagiarist too, like his academic achievements. Those are factual lies too. Senator Richard Blumenthal in 2010 had to explain why he misstated his military record. So what, are they trying to cover this up by saying everybody else does this? George Santos got thrown out of Congress by the Republicans for lying. But the Democrats don't do that. Walz's misstatements could contradict the image that the campaign has painted of him as an upstanding Midwest guy. Bob Frisbee, 70, said, he's just honest. Bob, come on. He's just honest? He's got multiple confirmed factual dishonesties. One of the earliest claims was about his military record. I can't believe Politico's digging into this. It's true. Walz has repeatedly and inaccurately described himself as a retired command sergeant major. Lie. Radio ads. Never finished the coursework. Never retired at the rank. Even Harris changed their website. Oops. Say he once served at the rank, but that's not his rank. Now, in 2018, while campaigning, he stated he didn't want those weapons of war that I carried in war. No, you didn't. They said he just misspoke. Well, that's a pretty big one. He also drew criticism for using his family struggles and saying that if it was up to him, I wouldn't have a family because of IVF. He also posted it in campaign literature. He didn't use it. Walz himself raised some of these issues with Harris and her team during the nominee, according to 2 people familiar with this, right? He should be telling, hey guys, I kind of lied about like everything in my life. Harris's circle, for example, knew of the 1995 DUI, despite them lying about that too. In some cases, they outright misled reporters. They said like he had a hearing problem. No, he was drunk driving. Harris's vetting team called some of Walz's former House colleagues and other allies to check out that episode, his drinking habits and more. His drinking habits. Maybe that's why Kamala liked him. He'll get sloshed with her. As the governor has said, she needs a drinking buddy while Doug's off impregnating nannies. He speaks like a normal person and speaks passionately about issues, said a spokesman, and said that Trump and Vance repeatedly lie and mislead about their plan to ban abortion nationwide, which they've never said at all. So they're also lying about Trump. They don't want a nationwide abortion ban. It was never part of Trump's plan. Melania's even coming out talking like she's ultra pro-abortion. I haven't read the book. Now, Democrats in recent weeks have to downplay and defend some of Walz's statements, including his military rank. J.B. Pritzker, governor, said, now sometimes he misspeaks on occasion. All right, leave him alone. Says you can pick and choose the things you want to know over somebody's entire career and call it out, saying J.D. Vance is lying every day. What's he lying about? Did he lie about his military career? Did he lie about his kids? Did he lie about his recipes? Everything's a lie with this dude. And finally, it's getting a little bit of attention, which is good.